Hello and welcome to Touch the Plane Tarot. The energy lately has been, in general, shifting a lot. And if I'm honest, it's been difficult to have the stillness to create a video for you all. And I've done meditation on why this is happening and thought it would be really important to share with you something that occurred recently that helped to explain these shifting energies that I've been picking up on, and I think many of you may be feeling as well. I have been vaguely aware of the interstellar object 3I Atlas, and I was called to look into it further. One night I woke up suddenly and felt as though the world I had just woken up to was different somehow. Very hard thing to pinpoint, but it felt as though some might describe it as a timeline shift. Something happened. So, of course, my nature is to research, to find an explanation for something, and it came into my awareness through reading that 3I Atlas had just entered perihelion when this happened, and a phenomenon of expressing energy shifted the direction of this interstellar object. And in my mind, I knew that was connected to this new shaking up sort of energy that I've been feeling. I am not an astrologer, but I've always been sensitive to what's going on with our planets. And it's something that's really interesting, and how that affects us is, I believe we're still unraveling all of the different ways that we are connected with the universe at large. And I think this is a beautiful opportunity to learn from this new object that's entered our solar system. So whether or not you believe this object could have been created by another intelligence, whether or not you believe that, there's a significant thought process shift when reading and learning about it. I didn't know until recently that we have a scale on which scientists can rank the likelihood that something in our solar system is made from an intelligent life. Dr. Avi Loeb has been really great about educating the masses on this recently, and he's a professor at Harvard University, and he created the Loeb scale on which we rank these objects. It is, to my knowledge at this point, ranked 4 out of 10 on the Loeb scale, meaning 4 being that's maybe less than 50% likely that this object is of an intelligent species. So it's 60% chance that it is indeed a natural object, but there is a fundamental energy shift which none of us should ignore, and that is a shift in thinking. The whole fact that we have a scale on which to rank the likelihood of an object being of extraterrestrial origin, the whole fact that scientists know enough information that we can intelligently create a scale on which to rate that unlocks something in universal thinking. And it's a letting go of this egotistical point of view. It's extremely unlikely. Let's just be scientific about it. It's extremely unlikely that there are no other forms of intelligent life in our universe. The universe is far too vast for humans on Earth to be the only intelligent life. That's just something that we as a human race need to get used to. And this interstellar object 3 is a shift in unlocking more people's awareness of this. It is a removal of a smoke screen that humans are so important that we're the only ones. And that by itself is enough to completely shift the course of our history. A shift in thinking should never be discounted as for its significance. It is a complete removal. If one is being honest, it's a removal of an old paradigm that says that's not possible. It is indeed still possible that 3i Atlas is of natural origin, but that does not mean that it hasn't opened up the minds of enough people to shift the trajectory of our world in a better way. And to remove this sort of smoke screen that humans, we must be it in terms of intelligent life in the universe. If that smoke screen starts to clear, what other smoke screens are clearing? What other sort of false narratives are we as a society willing to clear so that we can better see our path forward, so that we can better see the nature of reality and exist within that in a healthier way. So that is the topic for this reading. What energies are you ready to clear from your path so that you can more clearly see the truth of who you are, the truth of where you're headed? What is ready to be revealed to you in your path that this momentum, this momentous energy of unlocking and clearing can assist you with? So, that said, you have 3 piles to choose from today. Group 1, you have the Phoenix with the beautiful cherry garnet. I'm not sure if the light on the camera can pick this up. It has this sort of inner glow that's just quite magical. Group 2, you have the Lamb with the lemon quartz. And group 3, you have the Lizard with the Aragonite cluster. So I will leave the camera rolling for you to meditate and take your time selecting your group in whatever way you want to connect with the cards or the stones. I hope to see you in your reading. Once you've selected your group, you can look in the timestamp below to go directly to your reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. Thanks for being with me today, and thank you for being brave enough to take a deep dive into what needs to be cleared so that you can see your true path ahead. I'm finding myself very tempted to get into talking about the Phoenix card, but I'm going to hold off on that, and let's get some more messages for you so that we can get a clear picture. I think we want this one. I think we also want this one. I think we're gonna just draw some cards here and then we'll reveal them at once. Like this one really wanted to make itself known. Okay. Can we have some more information for a clear message for group number 1? Get one more card. Moon dance. Can you hear me? Arithmetic. Intellect. You have the 8 of Cups. You have the 7 of Cups. You have the 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Let's get to that Phoenix card first. This is a card of radical transformation. The classic tale of the Phoenix rising from the ashes. And it's so cool that that came up for this 3-eye atlas reading, because what did 3-eye atlas do? It went past the sun and is sort of coming back around, and it changed course in that process. It's as though there's part of you, group 1, that's been lying dormant. Hidden in all the ash, and it's time for you to sort of bust out and say, I'm here. I'm here. This is me. Can you hear me? I've been longing for you to hear me all this time, is what what I'm getting. That you've been longing for people to hear you, to see you, to notice you all this time. And it's like you're ready to show your face. I'm noticing that in both of these cards, the face is just barely visible. The figure is looking the other way. You're ready to be seen. This card's about gaining a different perspective. You're ready to come forth from those ashes and become who you're meant to become. You're leaving behind an old way of doing things that's keeping you hidden. But you're facing resistance at the same time. There's the resistance, this covering of ash over the way you view your reality. And you're going to have to fight your way through that. You're going to have to clean that up. You're going to have to fight that off, brush it aside, clean it up, burn it off, whatever the applicable analogy is for you, in order to clear the way for you to be seen and heard. You've been there, you've been covered this whole time. And it's time for you in this new clear version of you that's really done with the fluff to be seen. I think these two cards have come up for advice. Arithmetic being a very calculating. This figure here is patiently calculating for just the right moment, or for just the right pieces to fall into place. And then your intuition and your intellect can say, ah, here's the timing for the phoenix to come forth. This is this feels like moving from a thought process where you've been holding yourself back. You don't feel like you can do something. You don't feel like you can become something. And the reality is, group one, that you already are what you want to become. But somehow in your world, that's hidden, that's disguised, you're holding back. And potentially that is wise on your part, because there's this card would suggest to me this level of patience, this level of patience that is actually wise on your part, and you're waiting for this time. So this energy of Three-Eye Atlas and the shifting of collective thought may allow you to say, can you hear me? I've been here this whole time. So it's almost as though you are the phoenix. You've already become the phoenix, yet you're concealed. Oh, that's an interesting energy. And okay, so let's talk about the phoenix is that there are, obviously this phoenix is not a real animal. There are 7 cards in the animal spirit deck that are representative of the 7 chakras. The phoenix is the root chakra, and this is also a stone that you would associate with the root chakra. There is an element of safety in developing a healthy root chakra. There is a healthy safety, a groundedness that must be established for all of the other chakras to then be in alignment. So perhaps group one, you're waiting for the timing that you're waiting for the timing to feel safe. You're waiting, you're carefully waiting for that moment in which this lifts you up, which it's safe. I want to say, can we have any advice for group one on this moment you're waiting for? On this moment you're waiting for, can we have any advice? Chariot. You're waiting on the Chariot. You are not I am feeling as though you are waiting for the Chariot. You're waiting for something to move, for you to reveal yourself as this phoenix, and for you to then move. You're waiting for something to move. Let's get some more information. What are you waiting? Interesting. You're waiting for some power at B that has you constrained to move. And that's not an energy that wants to move. 9 of Cups in this situation is an energy constricting you that's totally happy to stay where they are. Okay. We're going to unravel this, group 1. Let's find out some more information. How can the 9 of Cups? Well, okay. Oh, okay. The energy constraining you from becoming this wonderful phoenix and being seen. That energy is sitting pretty. It doesn't want anything to change and doesn't intend to make movement. The Wheel of Fortune, karma, the inevitable, some sort of inevitable change is going to force this 9 of Cups to move. That's the thing you're waiting. Sometimes there are card placements that just make so much sense. This arithmetic card, this patient waiting and calculating, that is you waiting for this 9 of Cups energy that's constricting you. You're waiting for that to move. And I think that each of you listening is going to understand what this energy is in your life, whether it's a particular person, whether it's an employer, whether it is some sort of social construct that you think isn't going to change. That thing that seems like it can't change, it is going to change somehow. It is going to change. And I think that you are extremely strong in your patiently waiting for that to change. And maybe potentially this 3-eye Atlas energy is a sign for you, an encouragement that says, hey, this is about to change. Can we get some more advice for you? Group 1, what does Group 1 need to know? Come on, if you are. Oh, okay, that's a really direct piece of advice. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep honing your craft. Keep creating. Keep doing your thing while you're patiently waiting. And when the moment is right, you will be able to bring this thing you're creating into the world. And it will be ready and you will be ready. You're a very patient, very strong person, Group 1. I have a lot of respect for this energy of patiently waiting, because waiting is so hard. And I don't want you to lose hope or frustration, because something is about to change that will make this energy move. And you'll know, you just keep doing your thing. You just keep doing your 8 of Pentacles work here, and it will be okay. That guy there, this happens. Something happens here to this 9 of Cups energy. Some tower moment, and that's your divine moment you've been waiting for, where everything will start to move forward for you, and then you can, that all of that movement results in you being the King of Wands. There are these lions back here on his lizards can also represent dream time, the subconscious. That's confirmation that this strength in waiting is worth it, and I give you the best of luck moving forward, and I hope that this moment will come with the clarity for you to see And then you will be able to act, and then you will be able to achieve this King of Wands energy. Group 1, this was a very cool reading. Thank you for letting me read for you today. If this message resonated with you, please give me a like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how this felt. And please, I'd love to have you back for another reading. Bye. Hello and welcome. Group number 2, you chose the Lamb. This beautiful, intriguing, very gentle energy with the lemon quartz. Like I did with group number 1, I decided to draw the cards and then we would look at them all at once, reveal them together. What do we need to know? This is calling. I think we want 2 of these. What do we need to know for group? What is the... Can we have advice for group number 2 on the clearing of energy for them to see? For them to see. I just want to say for them to see with you. I need 3 of these for you for some reason. Advice for group number 2. What in this clearing energy, what do they need to know? We have some more advice for group number, what's this one? Oh, I said I was going to reveal them all at once, and then I flipped it over, so we're just going to go with it, okay? What advice do we have for group number 2? It's both of these. Pure nature. Oh, sunny day, and touch the sky. Erato, I always forget what this one means. Just a quick check. Blends with the choir while remaining solo. Okay. High Priestess. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Group 2, what the clearing energy is bringing you is a piece of knowledge, a piece of truth. This energy that I've been feeling that's come in with this interstellar object, 3-eye atlas, I keep feeling that it's like panning for gold. You have the sifter, right? And you've gathered up some grime from the bottom of the stream, you have it in your sifter, and you're sort of swishing it back and forth, and the gentle motion of the water over the granules are slowly cleaning, dissolving away, falling. What's not needed is falling through the sifter, and what begins to emerge is these little bits of gold, right? That's a gentle rippling energy, and the lamb energy has this resonance about it. This resonance of gentle truth. And I believe, let's check. Let's check the guidebook. It says something about the lamb being a bearer of an important message. The lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Although the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. And that feels like this sort of rippling energy here that's on the card. And it also kind of feels like the waves of the sifter are slowly making something clear to you. Some bit of truth. And I want to say it changes your perspective of yourself and how you fit into our social construct in the world. Something changes, some bit of information changes how you see yourself. The card here says, blend in with the choir while remaining solo. The way you perceive your relationship to choir just representing whoever is around you in your social sphere, it changes the way you see yourself within that. More able to pure nature, to understand your pure nature and how you fit into that or don't fit into that. Perhaps the message is a gentle message about how you are not meant to fit in with your current choir. I don't want this message to become about thinking that you need to fit in. This is not the energy. This is about understanding at a fundamental level truth that shows you in a more honest way how you are relating to others, and potentially that gives you the opportunity to relate to others in a different way. There's a note for bringing the lamb energy into balance, and that the note says meditation and listening. So the lamb being this gentle energy, there's a through quiet and through listening, one may be able to more clearly see, oh, I'm hearing the motivations of those around you, the motivations of that choir around you, that you're more able to, the high priestess is one who has a high level of discernment. There's no fooling the high priestess, and that's the energy that you have an opportunity to access. And because you can access that discernment, this truth, this beautiful, clear truth is available to you. And it is with that truth that you can move forward with confidence and grow. You have the 10 of Cups. This is a beautiful energy. This is an energy of abundance, and not monetary abundance. It's an emotional abundance. It's a security. You know, if you look at this land here, this is a rich, fertile land where it supports your needs. You know, this is not a desert scene. This is a place where things grow, where there's plenty of water, where there's a supportive structure, and then that allows the people in this scene to have the security of happiness. It can represent family, but family can be, just the family is whatever you define family as. you know, it's a visual representation, right? It doesn't have to be exactly this. It can be a feeling of surrounding yourself with those who you want in your life, and any energies that have held you back, or have polluted your version of reality. Those are energies that they can't touch this feeling, right? So this is what you have available to you with the Lamb energy. Okay, let's see if we can get any advice for you. All of a sudden, it took me from this gentle energy to this very jumpy energy. Yikes. Okay, those are totally different things here. So, you're continuing to focus on the things you need to focus on. The artisan here isn't getting distracted. Has a clear vision. And I think the warning here is to not get into the distractions. I'm feeling that, going back to the blend in with the choir while remaining solo. I feel like these swords are the choir. That everybody had an opinion of you, who you were, and how you were to fit into the social group. Everybody, these are the thoughts and the feelings of that choir, and that is not energy that you need. So can we have this beautiful Lamb energy is, you're listening to that in the sense of you're listening to it and saying and seeing it for what it is, and it's total BS, and you're seeing that clearly, and you're saying, no, I don't need to go along with your expectations of me. I am me. I'm working on me. I have my goals that I'm working to, and I'm going to get here, and I don't need this drama. This beautiful Lamb is like, bye. I don't, not to be too mean or anything, but I feel like this is, if these swords are reminding you of any people and things that those people might say, it is time to just say, yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, what you're doing is you're focusing in the direction that you want to go in. You're focusing toward this, and you don't need to be bothered by all of this, because you can have this. Four of Wands is one of the most wonderful cards in the whole tarot deck. It's the 1111 card. This can even be a path toward finding your twin flame. It's a path toward, it's symbolizing this door opening for you. Because you're in this Lamb energy, that door just appears in front of you, and you don't ever have to see that mess again. So, group number 2, I hope you found something valuable here in this message today. If this message resonated, I'd love to have you back for another reading, and please comment below. How did this make you feel? What resonated with you here in this group? And thank you for being here. I'd love to see you back for another reading. Bye. Hello and welcome. Group number 3, you chose the Lizard and the Aragonite cluster. So in the other groups, I decided to pull all the cards and then reveal them at once. like a clearing of the energy. We're going to get the clear message all at one time. That. Do we want 2 of these? Let's see if we want 2 of these. What does group 3 need to know with this current clearing energy that's happening? Almost dropped that, so let's go with that one. What does group 3 need to know? I think we're doing that one and that one, okay. Wow. Cards are really slipping around for me. What's going on with that? What does group 3 need to know? Something under here. Queen Bee and House of Flowers. That is very interesting combination. Hope. So I have a very pinky, orangey, pinky theme with through. Okay, let's just keep going. King. Okay. You have a queen and a king. Okay, let's keep going. 8 of Wands. Knight of Swords. King of Cups. And the Hermit. Okay, group 3, let's talk about the lizard first. And in the guidebook, it says the lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. I think that's going to be part of your reading here because you have very sensory type. Okay, you can see in the imagery here. Okay. It is as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. This is an indication to pull back from the bright lights of the big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. Bringing into balance a creative project. So, when we talk about... Okay, let's break this down. The pull back from the bright lights of the big city. This is this serene landscape type of imagery. And there's creation within that. The bee is about pollinating and creating, and there's an element of connecting with the earth. There's also an element of creation. And it talks about what is yet to manifest. So this clearing of energy, that we are experiencing with this interstellar object creating waves of energy shifts for us, it's allowing you an opportunity to see what you want to manifest. This is a dreaming type of a posture, right? A looking up and imagining and praying for, asking for, manifesting some desire. You also have a king and a queen. Balancing of the masculine and feminine energies helps one to manifest, right? This is not a conversation of gender. This is about a creative drive, but it's also, in order to manifest that creation, that masculine energy to carry it through, to be able to act when action is needed. The feminine is the dreaming of the creation, and the masculine can help you, whatever that creation is, whether it's creating a home environment that you dream of, whether it's creating art in some form, whether it's creating a family. All of these things require action, right, in some way, to take it out of the dream realm and into the real realm. So there's an element here of having the vision, a clear vision of what you want to manifest. And there's also an element here of balancing these energies to be able to swiftly move forward. The Knight of Swords being the fastest of the knights. The knight can't be going fast without knowing the direction. So I think the message here is to dream, and come up with that manifestation, what you want to manifest. You know, in the world of self-development, people talk about manifestation, right? Like, it's so easy, just pretend that you already have it. That's the thing that's hard, is knowing what you want. Here in this clear energy, you have an opportunity to create a clear vision of what it is that you want. That's the hard part, right? One floats around through life without a clear vision. Having that clear vision, then one can start to manifest in whatever way is needed. But the clear vision has to be there first. So there's this hoping and dreaming, but there's also this practical steps, the practical steps of moving forward, but also the practical steps of aligning everything in the right direction. If you're fragmented, it's harder to get to the next goal, right? So I find there to be this very clear alignment of things. And I think that it's, you know, each wand is potentially of a different difficulty level, or maybe one part can move faster than another part, but they're all moving in the same direction. They have the same trajectory. And that clear vision allows you to start to organize your life and your goals in that manner to be able to start moving forward. Hermit is about looking within. Hermit is the energy that will get you to that clear vision. There may be some, I want to say there's a moment for reflection and meditation here that's needed, but also a connection with nature. You have so much natural imagery here. Perhaps you're the type of person who that inner voice can come through more naturally in nature. Perhaps there's meditation. They have wonderful meditations where people will talk you through walking through a nature scene that's really beautiful, and it gets you in this ability to be in touch with the natural world, even if you're not able to be there in the moment. So that might be a useful tool for you. King of Cups Cups are about emotion. And I think this is a reminder that masculine energy of moving forward, it's given purpose by the emotion. The emotion, you have the hope here. You have these creative, abundant things that you're wanting to manifest. The emotion behind it can become a driver. It can become a strength. And that may just be a reminder of that the moving forward, it doesn't have any meaning without the emotion behind it. Can we get any more advice for group number 3? This group, oh. What's this? Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Well, isn't that interesting? We have this, we have the slowest and the fastest night. The Knight of Pentacles. Why do we have that right now? Can we clarify the Knight of Pentacles? I don't think that's it. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Why did the Knight of Pentacles come up for group 3? Okay, this is a suggestion. Pentacles can, on a basic level, represent money. I believe this is showing a moving forward to get things into alignment without making big financial moves. That the financial moves to get you to your abundance, your financial moves need to be potentially slow and calculated. I think this is trying to make a distinction here with moving to make action. Okay, here, let's actually move this. Moving to align your action points, but to not move too quickly beyond and get yourself into a financial situation that would then slow you down. We're talking about moving swiftly into planning mode without overspending, because careful, slow, calculated investment choices are how you get here, not the swiftness. So there's a distinction here coming out for you, and I hope that's making sense, how the swiftness on these items is a different matter than the swiftness with a financial item. So take that how it resonates. That there may be nuance to that can't come through in a general reading because it's very specific to you, but maybe meditate on that and see what card came into the floor. Oh, okay. This is also a reminder not to like to still keep your connections, those people around you that light you up and make you feel good, and you make them feel good, and those those people. This seems like friends, like people who are positive influence in your life, and make sure not to drop those balls either. So there's some balancing here going on. That this goal, you're aligning things, you're making steps to align things, but it's asking you to slow down and take time with other things. I hope this feels like a lot for one reading, to be honest with you. I gotta cover this up. Let's use the guidebook to cover it up. So you have the Lover's card. That's very cool because it seems like, so we have the King and the Queen, and the Lovers being a divine partnership that, you know, is, again, not about gender. It's about a balancing of energies and a coming together of energies. And it wants quick movement in terms of your crafting of what you want to manifest. But once you have that intent, slowing down and taking your time and being careful to craft it in just the right way. Because the relationships in your life, so you've got relationships here. You have relationships that are friends, maybe family members, maybe siblings, the people who really have your back and you've got their back, to not neglect them. And there's also this opportunity to focus on love, having a loving, lasting relationship. Can we have any more guidance for group number 3? Because this is a whole lot. Let's find out. Guidance. Yeah, you're not to forget about different. That's a tall order, actually. Group 3 is not to forget about. You're going toward this. You're going toward this. You're going toward this. You also need to be going toward this. Because it's part of the whole picture. And perhaps that's the love. We had the Lovers come out toward the end of the reading, right? And I think the reading is saying, don't forget about that. That's important too. Can we have any advice to end on for group number 3? What else before we close out your reading? What's this? Oh, that's beautiful. That is the 1111 card, is the Twin Flame card. It's also passing through a door into a new version of your future that you've created. So don't give up hope. Make action where you can, but make sure you're not neglecting things. Make sure you're not focused too much on one thing and forgetting these other beautiful aspects of life along the way, because time moves quickly. It is very easy to get absorbed in one thing and we miss other aspects of our life that we need to make us whole. So this is talking about this is a message of balance. This is a message about discernment, what to move forward on when. But overall, the message is about this is a time for you to be able, I didn't mean to cover up the Hermit, to be able to go inward and to come up with what it is that you really desire. And it's only when you come up with what you really desire that you can start to align all of the different elements of your life to be able to get you there. Group number 3, I hope you found something helpful here today. If you resonated with this reading, please give me a like and subscribe. I'd love to hear what resonated with you today. Feel free to comment below. And I hope to see you back for another reading. Bye.